Previously on The Walking Dead. Rick reads a letter. Michonne reads a letter to Negan. So, obviously, this segment is about letters. Carl letters. Carl letters. That's what we'll call this. So, starting off with Rick, was this on Talking Dead where they mentioned that this was the first time Andy actually heard the voiceover?
I don't know if it was the first time, but the official comic book Walking Dead Twitter account said that he listened to the voiceover as he was filming the scene. I mean, given the fact that he's a method actor, I would assume that probably that was the first time he heard it.
He's totally a method actor, but he does not claim being a method actor, even though it's like, Andy, come on. That's totally method what you're doing.
Yeah.
I actually asked him about that once, and he was going into this elaborate response about how it wasn't method. And he said, well, I guess it does sound kind of method. It's totally method. But I think that's kind of cool that he was actually listening to Chandler's reading of the letter, which I have to give Chandler Riggs huge props for, because a lot of time when people do voiceovers, they have like no proper inflection or anything if they're not actually acting. Which Chandler read it as if, the feeling was there. And that just, speaks further to his brilliance as a young actor. And I anticipate seeing great things from him down the road. And then we have Michonne reading Carl's words to Negan. And I think it came a bit too late. I wish Rick had read it to him when he first was on the walkie-talkie. I feel like Negan's reaction would have been totally different. But after what Negan has just gone through between, all the betrayals in his own camp and being abandoned and having things go awry at Hilltop while he wasn't on guard, I think he's just like in pissed off mode right now. I don't know how long that will go on or how long it'll stick, because they're saying that the war is going to end indefinitely this upcoming episode. They're going to finish it. All right. I just think it was interesting. I'm glad that Michonne was the one to give him the message, even though he wasn't really trying to hear all that. Right then, he did look affected. Despite what he said, he did look like, as he was listening to it, he looked like a bit emotional hearing those words.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of surprised actually by his reaction, because I thought that given the fact that he just killed Simon because of the fact that Simon wanted to kill everyone, that his reaction would not be like, oh, now I want to kill everyone.
Well, he doesn't want to kill, he wants to kill everyone at Hilltop.
Well, he said to Michonne, this is over when I kill every last one of you.
Yeah, he means a Rick's camp. He doesn't
That is the Hilltop. He's just pissed. I mean, I think he's been, betrayed so many times now. And he's tried to keep with his original plan of, we don't kill everyone, we kill one and let them all fall in line. But honestly, at this point, it would stand to reason that that's not really working anymore.
Well, no, he says to Simon right before he kills him that Simon messed up the plan. Now he has no choice but to kill everyone at Hilltop, because they'll be anticipating, or
he'll never get them to fall in line, essentially, because of the fact that Simon already fucked everything up.
Yeah,
which is true. That's a valid point. But I felt like that when he said that to Michonne, though, I felt like he wasn't saying that because of the fact that Simon screwed it up. I felt like he was saying it really angrily.
Well, yeah.
So
I just say it to say is he mentioned that before talking to Michonne. When he talks to Michonne, he doesn't he blame it on Rick, essentially?
Yeah, he says this is all because of Rick.
Well, Rick and Simon, apparently. He blames both of them.
Yeah.
But, why would Michonne care about what Simon did? What would make more sense for him to relay to her is Rick's fault.
Yeah.
So,
It was an intense scene. We also saw, those letters are just, going a long way. I like the fact that Carl centered mostly about talking about how to raise Judith. He sort of was trying to make his dad feel don't feel bad about my death, just do better with your other kid type thing. Shane's other kid.
That's his
Sure, it's his kid. Just the way Carl is Michonne's son. Anyway.
Fair point.
Sorry, just keeping it 100.
Keep it 100. Oh god.
It was a great scene. I liked that. It was disappointing to see Negan react the way that he did, but I mean, that's what happens. He's been pushed to the edge too. He's acting this week the way that Rick did last week in terms of killing everyone.
Yeah.
So he's not like it, because up until this point, we kind of assumed he's like invincible in terms of his mentality. Like he never changes his mind. Like it's always going to be you kill one and let them. Well, this is the first time he's ever broken that and said like, nope, killing them all.
Well, really, this episode could have been called "Pushed Too Far" because Negan was pushed too far.
Absolutely,
Eugene was pushed too far, which we'll get into later. Who else? Who else did this really center on? Morgan's not in this episode. He's really been pushed too far as well.
He's been pushed too far for like 5 seasons, man.
Well, I mean, he's. It's never been so bad that we, the audience, saw his hallucinations. Now it's really bad.
He's been pushed so far. He's been pushed onto a different show.
Silly,
right? Anything more about the letters and what's going on with Rick?
I wish they had shown what Rick had done after reading that letter, and I swear to God, when Michonne was laying down there and she ran to like that dresser, I thought she was running to like a pregnancy test or something. I didn't know she was running to Negan's letter. She looked so deep in thought. What am I gonna do? I didn't think she was thinking about Negan and Carl's letter to him like that intensely. So I guess that's all I gotta say about that.
On that note, if you guys like our content, make sure to subscribe right up here in the corner. Also follow us at our social channels below and check out the blog, livingrishon.com. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.